Hey guys, Kevin, Muddy River Tactical. Thank you for joining me. Today I have a pistol that I'm super excited about. Over the years, I've never really been too much of a fan of traditional 1911s. However, over the past 4 or 5 years with the 2011 style pistols coming out, the double stack 1911 9mm, they just really have me intrigued, and the ones that I've shot have really impressed me with how well they shoot. The recoil's very good, and also being lightweight in these new models. So today I got the Bul Armory SAS 2 3.25 Ultralight. I'm gonna take this thing to the range, shoot the first shots through it, and go over some of the features and tell you what I like and what I don't like about this pistol. All right, guys, the 2011 double stack 1911 9mm market has really been gaining popularity over the years, and I can see for very good reason. You know, when you take a traditional 1911, they tend to be heavy, you're limited by round capacity, and a lot of things that new people to the market aren't really looking for. They're looking for a lightweight gun that's got more round capacity, that's easier to carry, is kind of the new trend in concealed carry. So when you take these new 2011 or 1911 double stack models with that polymer lower to them, they can really take a lot of weight out of it. And Bul Armory has taken the weight reduction to a whole new level with this ultralight model. So it's got this full barrel, but you can see they've got it fluted the whole way around just to reduce weight. So everywhere you look, it's a weight reduction. So even here where it comes out, the slide comes down to take weight off of it. The slide serrations are deep to take more weight off of it. It's just overall, this gun weighs, I think, 20 ounces or something like that, right in that ballpark. Don't quote me on it, maybe an ounce or two. But for this style gun, it is super, super light. Like when I got this thing out of the box, I couldn't even believe it was that light. And a lot of times when a gun gets that light, it feels cheap. So I'm trying to think of a good example. Like if you think in the polymer frame guns, you know, like a Kel-Tec or something that just kind of has that cheap feel to it, or not even Taurus so much anymore, but you guys know what I'm talking about. Some of the guns you pick up and you can tell they're just more cheaply made. You do not get that with this, which granted, this is not a cheap gun at all. This is a $1,500 gun without the optic on it. So it should have some quality to it, but it really kind of intrigued me even more when I opened it, because I expected a quality gun, but the overall feel and everything is even better than I expected. So the grip on it has a nice texture to it and really feels good in your hand. It's got the back safety on it. The hammer is a bobbed hammer right there, but when it's cocked and with the safety on, it's still sitting there. So it looks cool, but it really doesn't do much as far as helping you do anything, because the hammer's still sticking up. So it looks cool, but I don't really see a full feature on it. For me, the big thing about this gun is a lot of the double stack 1911s do not have the safety on both sides, which, me being a left-handed shooter, that's almost a must for me. I wouldn't carry it without it, so this one does. The one downside of all these 2011 style pistols is the mag release, as far as I know, even on the staccatos, are not swappable. So I need to look into that more, but I can't really hinder that on the gun. Like I said, I know I'm a minority on the left-handed thing, and over the videos you'll see me talk about left-handed things, but that's just a real-world concern for me and the other left-handed shooters out there. But in the concealed carry market, I can overcome the mag release for the other good features of this pistol. So this one is optic ready. I chose to put a Holosun 407K on it, which is a great option without breaking the bank. The one thing that it's kind of hit or miss on people that it bothers or not, I'm not a super fan. I'd rather have sights co-witness. So when you put this optic on, it removes your rear sight, so you have no sights to co-witness with. But the Holosun has this notch on the back that kind of acts like a sight, like a rear sight would. So it's not a huge deal, but those guys that like full sights to co-witness, it's just something to notice. And the other thing on the front sight, if you do not put an optic on it, it's got that fiber optic front sight, which is very good. It's also got a 3-slot rail on it, so I've seen a lot of people running TLR 7As on this pistol, which we will have holsters for that setup as well. Going to the trigger on this pistol, that's where it really sets itself apart in my opinion. So if you look here, it's got the flat, almost flat, but barely curved trigger to it. And the take up is like next to nothing. And then just watch this brake. Super clean brake. And the reset is just crazy short, and then super clean brake. The trigger on this in concealed carry is kind of debatable what people like, don't like. This is a 3-pound trigger, which makes the gun shoot very, very well. However, some people don't like that light of a trigger for the concealed carry market. It's just kind of up to you, but definitely something to point out. The trigger is absolutely amazing. However, it is a 3-pound trigger. So if this is a gun that you want to carry, definitely take that in perspective and how you feel about it before you purchase one of these, because the trigger is super, super light. For me, that personally doesn't bother me with having both safeties on it. You know, if you keep your finger off the trigger, you know, it shouldn't be on the trigger until you're ready to shoot anyways. It's not a problem, but just something to throw out there. I hate for somebody to get it and be like, oh, the trigger's too light for a concealed carry pistol. So I just want to throw out a 3-pound trigger is a 3-pound trigger, and this is definitely that. So this gun has a 3.25-inch barrel, but it's got a full-size grip on it, so you can get a full purchase on it. This setup is really made for concealed carry. However, it shoots very good. We've shot, I don't know, 2 mags through it, and I'm gonna shoot some more mags through it just so you guys can see here on video. But I've shot, I don't know, 30 or 40 rounds through it, and it really intrigues me by how well it shoots, but also accurate. We've shot it out to 60 yards with no problem at all, and this gun's capable of way more than that. And with a 3.25-inch barrel, that's really good in my opinion. So I'm gonna put the few rounds through this just so you guys can see the recoil and things like that, and then we'll go over our final thoughts. So as you can see, for this light of a gun, it shoots very well, and the recoil is super, super controllable. So when I got this and I felt how light it was, I'm like, this thing's gonna be not a handful to shoot because it's only a 9mm, but the recoil is gonna be a little bit of a concern, and that's not the case at all in my opinion. And I've even seen a few videos where guys say it's snappy. In my opinion, this shoots 10 times better than any of the micro 9s as far as snappiness goes, let alone the just overall feel. So that's something I wanted to address for sure, because a lot of people talk about the snappiness of it, and I have not found that to be the case at all. You can just see I put all 16 rounds through it that quick and on target with no issues at all. So it's coming to magazines. It comes with 2 16-round magazines, which is more than adequate for concealed carry or even shooting it at the range. You know, it just gives you that good capacity overall. So overall, there's very few bad things I can say about this pistol. Almost none, to be honest with you. Bul Armory has done a very, very good job with this. And the reason I got this gun is I got the Bul Armory hatchet, the Hatchet C, and it's a Gen 3 Glock clone, and I really like that gun a lot. It shoots very good, and for the price tag, it would take $1,200 to make a Glock what that gun is. So I bit the bullet and spent the $1,500 on this pistol to give you guys a review on it, and it has not disappointed at all. This is, you know, I've spent a lot of money on guns to do reviews and to make holsters for and stuff over the years, and sometimes you spend $1,500, $1,600 on a gun and it disappoints you, because when you spend that much money, you expect a lot out of it. And to me, this thing is not disappointed at all so far. We will be doing a 1,000 round review on it, so then I can give you even more details on what I think down the road. And we'll also be doing a review with a Staccato CS versus this Bul Armory. So if that interests you, make sure you like and subscribe to the channel to see that and all of our other videos. So if you have one of these Bul Armories or even the 4.25 version of it, let us know your thoughts. Let me know what you like about it, what you don't like about it. I'm always curious to see the community's opinions. As like I said, I can tell you my opinions on this pistol, but that doesn't make it right or wrong. They're just my opinions. I may not always be right, but I'll never lie to you, so I just tell you what I think. But so let those comments go below so everybody can see what you think about yours or what your thoughts on this pistol. If you need any holsters for this Bul Armory 325, we do have them in our Kydex holsters for inside the waist and outside the waist. We'll put some pictures of them here somewhere in the video so you can see. But overall, definitely go check us out, muddyrivertactical.com. We can help you with all your holster needs, or if you have any just concealed carry questions at all, shoot us an email. We're always here to help. Until next time, keep practicing and always be prepared.